I want to give you the framework. I want to give you vocabulary words. I want to give you concepts. So let's start off with distributor types, customer types. Okay, we have what is called a wholesale member. An individual can become a wholesale member for 20 bucks. For $20, they have access to all of the Zija products, and there will be all of the Xango products at a wholesale price. Okay, so it's like a Costco membership for those that are familiar with it. They take a spot in the tree, and eventually they could earn commissions as they begin to build, and one of their legs could build just due to the binary, right? So a wholesale member will allow them to take a spot in the tree and order products at a wholesale price. A distributor, I'll just abbreviate it, is a wholesale member who begins to build a business and earn commissions. And things like a social security number has to be put into the system and validated, and then commissions would be released and paid out. This happens immediately with an enrollment pack, right? I mean, if someone enrolls, they're ready to build a business, then that information will go in, they can start building. A wholesale member can start immediately building if that's the way they want to start off, is just $20. Why the difference? This was part of the counsel we received when the FTC started getting really nosy with the companies that we're all aware of. And this was some counsel we received of the best distinction between people who are building the business and people who are customers. These individuals, they're scattered all through the organization, and they could have commissions that have been accumulating that they would see in their back office. They may not know it because they're never in their back office. They've just signed up, they're on auto ship, and the product's coming, right? And it's very easy for us to see how many wholesale members we have, how many distributors we have, how many people are being paid commissions, how many people have been ordering product, and that's all they're ordering, right? So it's very clear and as close as we could get until there's further knowledge that we have from the regulatory bodies of changes that we may have to make based on acquiring customers. The next is a retail customer is exactly what you're all used to. Retail pricing, they're not on auto ship. They don't need they'll pay 25% more of the wholesale price, right, for that product. And they can come back and keep ordering, or they can come in as a wholesale member eventually and get a discount, right? It's a no-brainer building the business that a retail customer, they're gonna pay $125, say, for a case of nutrition with Zija. For $20, they become a wholesale member and they get the same case for 99 bucks, right? So it's a pretty easy, if they're thinking retail, it's pretty easy to transition them into a wholesale member and get them in the tree. So as one of their legs builds, you can use that as a leveraging point. Say, hey, you got some volume on that other leg. Let's lock arms, let's go do the deal, and we'll build out that other leg. We can show you how to get your product for free, right? So there's some strategies there. Those are our customer types. Activity level. Really easy, we call it an active 75, which is equivalent, this is PD, which is equivalent to $99. We have an active 150, that's equivalent to $198. This is the minimum activity level that someone has to be on to earn compensation. 100 bucks a month, and that can be through multiple products. Xango has a lot of products, Zija has over 100 products. If they want to buy some pre-workout with some oils and skincare and it's 90 PV, they're active. They're qualified, they can start earning commissions. We have preset kits that make the duplication easy, right? So whether it's a personal care kit, if it's a fit pack or a fit kit, if it's a nutritional weight management kit, they're already there, so someone can just say, that's the kit I want to be an active 150, that's what I want to be on. Active 150 is required when you reach the rank of Emerald, which I'll get to, because that's the first leadership pool that you'll participate in. And we require all of our leaders at that point to be in an active 150. Really, in my opinion, everyone should be active 150, especially with all the products that are coming together in this strategic partnership, because it's easy to show somebody how to allocate dollars they're spending somewhere else into one of our products to spend $200 a month on this. Enrollment kits. We have 4 kits that we focus on. The first is what we call a basic kit. It's 199 bucks, and it's 150 PV. That includes a distributorship. So someone for $200 is going to get 28 days worth of what our weight management system is. That's going to be nutrition. It's going to be a capsule, like a suppressant or a thermogenic. It's going to be a detox cleanse. So for $200, someone can have, they can enroll with that. The next is going to be an enhanced system. This is 330, 250 PV. The next is going to be gold, which is 660, 500 PV. And the last is a diamond, which is 1320 and 1000 PV. Okay? These are preset enrollment kits. So they have sampling mechanisms for you to sample. You can give them away, you can sell them. There's a diversity of products with all of the brands. Obviously, the higher kit you go, the more products of all the brands you're going to get. The basic we start with are health products because that's who we are. We're a health company. All right, so now let's talk about the dollars, right? Let's talk about commissions and how we make money. I want to focus on what we call fast start commissions. This is the first commission that is earned, okay? The next one's going to be team commissions. This is your residual component to the comp plan. This is the spine. This is the backbone. The next one's going to be what we call team bends. The reason I want to cover that is cars are great, but it's where that is in the comp plan that qualifies somebody. At that point in the comp plan, someone is making anywhere between $55,000, $75,000, $80,000. So they're looking at it as it's a full-time gig. It could become what they do full-time. And so that's important, and we use that to promote as we're rank advancing, right? Team bends, I'm going to hit briefly on the first pool, which is the leadership check match pool. And then we'll go through what you guys are familiar with the global profit participation program that you guys had. We have something similar. We call it the PPP. It's the profit participation pool. And I'll end with that. Unilevel component of the comp plan. Our vocabulary words are this: sponsor tree, volume. Or your sponsor tree is the unilevel component. So if this is Jarom here, then you're going to sponsor like a madman as many people as you possibly can. It's unlimited, right? They're all frontline to you. As the people you bring into the opportunity enroll, they're obviously going to have their sponsor tree, but that all flows up to you. So if we were to go down each one of your sponsor tree legs and add up all the volume, that would give us what my total sponsor tree volume would be. Make sense? Good? Okay. Now, moving into the binary component, we'll say this is Ryan right here. I'll just use his initials, RP. I bring in RP, and he comes in with a diamond kit, right? What's my commission? Well, it's dependent on what your activity level is, okay? So an active 75 is 15% of volume. So if he comes in with a diamond kit, that's $150, okay?
Fast start.
Fast start commission. If I'm an active 150, this is 25%. So it's obvious that we're encouraging 150 PV auto ship or activity level with those that come in so they can maximize. If they're going to build a business, that's a big difference, right? $150, $250 for the same work. Let's give you $250. So he comes in with a 1000 PV system. I get paid $250. Now, this is key. It's Thursday, right? I joined Tuesday. I'm on fire. He's my leader. We're rocking and rolling. I got my list. We're contacting people. We're on the phone. We're doing the deal. And today, I sign up Ryan Palmer. He comes in with the diamond system. I know I'm going to make $250. I will get paid that $250 next Friday.
Let's go. Come on.
Next Friday.
Let's go.
So we're trying to get
Yeah.
dollars in your pocket while the sweat's on the brow.
I'm fired,
right? And that's going to happen. You're getting paid every Friday. Now, this is why it's Friday.
Next Friday means that week? Yes. Next week.
So a week from tomorrow. So he came in today. There's $250 in commissions that I earned, and I'm going to get paid next Friday. Some of you are probably familiar with ProPay, right? Or similar payment methods. We use ProPay, and we load those commissions on, and you've got it by Friday at about noon, 1 o'clock. So that's the Fast Start commission. That's always based on your sponsor tree, your personal enrollments, right? So as my personal enrollments are enrolling, there's no commission on that Fast Start that's coming to me. Although there will be volume that rolls up through the organization in my binary that I will be paid on. Okay? So let's go back to this scenario. I enroll Ryan. I got to make a decision. Is he going down my left leg or my right leg? Okay? When you join Zija, when you join the opportunity, you're considered a distributor, right? When you enroll 2 people, can be customers, wholesale members, whatever, then you become qualified, right? So here, I'm a builder. Here, I'm qualified. What does that mean? I'm now qualified to take advantage of the comp plan, right? Team commissions, because I got to have 2 legs, okay? So as you're reading the comp plan, you'll hear active and qualified. When you hear that, I'm an active 150, and I'm qualified because I've enrolled 2. Now, that's the first part of this, right? When someone's joining the business, as far as Zija is concerned, that's what we're teaching people. Hey, you're ready to go, let's get you qualified, let's get your first 2. That's the nucleus of everything we do, right? We duplicate the 2 and the 2 and the 2, your organization explodes. So active and qualified. As I continue to enroll, then I'm just placing those down, those legs, and I'm building. My sponsor is incredible, and he's placing people down one of my legs, right? And I can take advantage of that volume that is firing up that leg. I can be paid team commissions on people he's enrolling and his people are enrolling that I'm sharing that community leg with, which is huge, right? That's why the binary can explode so fast and there's so much synergy. We pay out all breakage. Zija International does not take any breakage to the bank. It is all funneled.
It is a 50%.
It is all funneled into initiatives, promotions, pools. All of it. It all goes All right. Now, obviously, with team commissions, you want to maximize your team commissions, which is going to be your lesser of the 2 legs, right? So if you're enrolling and you got 1 leg, say my sponsor's blowing things out, I've got 1 leg that is just gone. I mean, I got a couple 100,000 in volume firing through there. I'm going to focus on my other leg, right? So all my personal enrollments are going to be going down that other side. There is a holding tank. So if you want to put somebody into the system, you're not quite sure, maybe you want to use it as a recruiting method, fear of loss type of deal.
Yeah.
Then you can put it in the holding tank. You got 1,000 PD that's sitting there. I'm going to go get a couple of my guys on my list. I'm going to say, hey, listen, I got a couple thousand PD ready to go in. Let's get you in first, and that volume will fire up your leg. That is a great tool that our distributors use. That is, by the way, you have till the end of the cycle, which is Friday, midnight, Mountain Standard Time, to place that. Okay, so before I go in depth with rank advancement and team commissions, this next component may be confusing at first, but it's just how we track our payment periods. Okay, so right now we're in what we call period 114. When Zija started, 2005, we started actually as a unilevel comp plan, right? And in 2008, 2009, we made the transition to where we are today. That first payment period was period 1. And so it shows that we've been through 114 pay periods, which is 28 days, of our same comp plan. It hasn't changed. So the people that Chris asked us, he's had the same comp plan since 2009. What has changed are our initiatives. If we're going to run a promotion for either 3 months, 12 months, which is what we call initiatives, that's what changes to help spike the business, help with recruiting, help with retention, whatever it may be. But the backbone to the comp plan hasn't changed since 2008, okay? So period 114 is where we stand. Then we have what is called cycles. We have cycle 1, cycle 2, 3, and 4. These are 7-day periods, right? Starts on Saturday, ends Friday Mountain Standard Time at midnight, okay? You are having to rank every 7 days. That's why this thing is moving so fast, right? It's not recruit, massage, prepare, and the last week, mad volumes going in. High velocity. People are going into the system, people are ranking, people are earning checks. That's the power of the binary. So this is gonna start fast and end fast, okay? And that's key to understand. Now, if I enrolled Ryan, we're in cycle 1 right now, okay? I'm gonna put an X here. We're in cycle 1. Ryan's question to me is, well, Jarom, if I've gotta be an active 150, which I wanna be because I see the benefit of earning 25%, when's my auto ship? It's really easy. In period 115, cycle 1, 2, 3, and 4, your auto ship's in cycle 1.
Yeah!
That's it. 28 days later. So it's very simple to explain. There's a calendar in the bags that you got. You can look at it. It shows you the whole calendar here. When the periods start, when the periods end, when the cycles start, when they end. Okay? So I joined cycle 1. My auto ship runs cycle 1. Everybody that is enrolled in your organization in cycle 1, all of their auto ships run in cycle 1. So as your business is growing, the back office will allow you to see where your base is as it's growing. So if I hit cycle 1 hard, there's going to be a lot of fast start that's paid out to the people that are sponsoring. But I know if there are 500 people that join my business in cycle 1, then I've got 500 auto ships that are going to hit cycle 1 the next period. Hence the residual. There's your customer base that's rising. So every cycle you can forecast and see where you stand. There are credible reports you can run that will tell you exactly what you need to do to rank events. Here's an example. When you log into your back office and you're trying to rank, the system already knows what your next rank is. A window will pop up and it will say, you have completed X, check mark. You have completed Y, check mark.
Come on.
You haven't completed this with an X. And so the brand new person, right, we've all been there, the brand new person that doesn't know what they're doing, they know exactly what to do. And that's the way it's got to be.
Get to work.
So then they go, oh, that's what, okay, I need to go do that. What is that? They look it up in the library, they call their upline, okay, got it. They get it done. So we try and keep the information right there in the forefront. And our IT has some pretty incredible things they're working on right now to make it that much more simple, especially with the app, right? The app that you've seen is a business management tool. So what you see in your back office is what you're going to see on the app. So I can just open up my app and I can see, all right, I'm 1,000 PV away on my left and 2,000 on my right, going diamond, and it's going to give you that information right there in the app. It will also give you Zija events. It will give you opportunity events, home events, anything that's being posted on that. And then it will videos, articles, building the community, right? Anything involved with Zija that's corporate's responsibility, we funnel into that app so everybody can be plugged into the culture. Team commissions. As I am building my organization here, got Jarom at the top. Obviously, we've got our left leg, we've got our right leg, like that. All volume that comes in is going to flow upline to some degree. What I mean by that is, if it's a retail customer, a retail commission is going to be paid, there's still volume that's going to fire. Someone comes in as a wholesale member and they just buy maybe one product, they don't want to build a business, that volume's going to fire. Volume is volume, and we want to keep all volume in the tree. Of course, we want it to fire up the legs. So when we're talking about ranking, just know that it's all that volume, okay? So the first rank that's, and if there's anything that I said this to the 500Ks this morning, that you can take away from what I say today, is master the art of building Builder 500s. That's a rank. But that's a leadership rank that we use in the comp plan that helps us control the binary so it doesn't run away from the company, if that makes sense, okay? This is what it looks like. If I've got 750 volume on my left, I've got 550 volume on my right, I am what is considered a Builder 500. The ranks are based on your lesser leg. So in the packets that you got, you can see a Builder 500 is here. If all of a sudden I do 1750 here, and I've got 1550 here, I'm going to be considered a bronze at that point. There's a rank in between there that's a Builder 1000. All right, so Builder 500, Builder 1000, then we get into the metals: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, emerald, then we get into diamonds. But it's all based on what your volume is in your lesser leg. Okay? Very simple. So, and again, when you're in the back office and it's telling you your qualifications, it's going to tell you that. Also in the back office, it will show you the average earnings at those ranks. So you can be familiar with what's happening. Those numbers are obviously correlated with our number, our distributors. What is being paid to our bronzes, our silvers, our golds, our diamonds, etc. Now, let's talk about the Builder 500 concept. Like I said, this is the most crucial part to the compensation plan. I'm a visual guy. So Zija rank qualifications, okay? If we go to this, it's very easy to understand. I'm going to use gold as my example, okay? Someone that's at gold is going to have at least 4K on their left and 4K on their right, okay? And remember, that's in a cycle. It's a week. They got to create 4,000 in volume on their left leg and 4,000 in volume on their right leg. Per week to be a gold. Now, once you obviously pin that rank, that's where you're recognized, always, till you rank to the next one. But your pay rank may be different based on what's going on in your organization, okay? But for this example, we've got 4,000 on our left, 4,000 on our right. We're a gold. Wrong. And I do this on purpose, so you go, well, why is it wrong? Because there's other qualifications that come with it to ensure that there's leadership being built as you are growing. So we don't create what is commonly happened in a binary where it runs away from the company, 102 pennies get paid out on the dollar, the company implodes, and everyone's screwed, right? So we want to make sure that that's managed, and the Builder 500 requirement is what allows that to happen. That is all based on your personal sponsor tree. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. As you look at the rank advancements and what's required, that Builder 500 needs to be in your enrollment tree. What that means is, if my sponsor has put someone down my left leg who is a diamond, that doesn't count as one of my Builder 500s. Because it's not in my sponsor tree. It's in my sponsor's sponsor tree. Follow me? Everyone there? Okay. So now when you look at those qualifications, and I'm going to read it so you can hear the terminology. Gold, 4,000 in your lesser leg during 1 week or cycle, and a minimum of 2 personally sponsored tree legs that qualify Builder 500. Okay? I've got my volume here. Sorry if you guys, I keep stepping over your seat. I've got my volume and my binary. Now we're going to go to your unilevel, your sponsor. This is key. It doesn't have to be frontline. It can be buried. There could be a rock star that's down here that will count as your Builder 500. And your Builder 500s will most likely change every week, because as everyone's growing their business, some may be Builder 500 in cycle 1, some may be a Builder 500 in cycle 3, some may be a bronze in cycle 2, right? But it's just the Builder 500 requirement is the minimum, right? So if you do have a bronze, it would count as a Builder 500. Yes?
Because you placed it down there, was that X down there placed by me?
No, not placed. There's no placement.
Just let it say it.
I know,
Great,
but
great
wait.
question, okay? Because this is where the unilevel binary hybrid comes together. What she said is, my Builder 500 down here, did I place them down there? The answer is no. Remember, because the only people that you're placing are the ones you personally bring in. As you personally enroll, you're placing them down one of 2 legs, your left or right. This person down here was enrolled by this person, who was enrolled by this person, and this person, and this, all the way up to me. That's one of my sponsored tree legs, okay? But the system will go infinitely deep to find your Builder 500 for you to qualify you.
So you don't have to sponsor them?
You don't have to sponsor them. I of course highly recommend it, right? But we allow you to go deep to capture those Builder 500s. One, because we know it's so fast paced that if you're focusing only on your front line, it will take you away from helping in other areas of your business. So if we can go deep for you, so you're not having to focus just on that front line, then it makes it a little easier for you, and we can capture depth with it.
After your first two, you're really not sponsoring every front line, are you?
No, you are. So, for example, if I've sponsored 6 people here, I'm going to put one on my left, I'm going to put one on my right. Let's say I enroll 3 and 4, and I go here because I know them, they can work good together, they can create the synergy. And then I put 5 and 6 over on this leg.
So you're putting them deep, quote unquote, right? They're
Yeah,
not deep on line.
yeah, because what could happen is number 2, you guys are following me here, number 2 is going to have their sponsor tree, right? And as they're sponsoring, there might be some people, there might be 2 people that are right there, and then he's got his leg he's got to build. And I put number 5 down underneath his 2 people. That's where the binary is so powerful, right? You guys are used to building here, and if I've got Ryan Palmer as one of my tree legs, and I've got Josh Plan as one of my tree legs, there's really no benefit for them to work together in a unilevel plan, right? The binary allows me to bring them into one leg, and that gives me leverage as a leader. If they live in the same city, but I'm their sponsor, man, you 2 go out and rock it. I'm going to go focus in Michigan or Europe or whatever. I'm going to go find 2 more leaders over there that can rock it. And they're going to benefit. There's going to be synergy, but they're tied to me directly as their sponsor. Okay? Okay, so as you look through the comp plan, and we won't go through all the ranks, just know this. You got to look at binary volume here, and then you got to look at your Builder 500 requirements, whether it's 1, whether it's 2, whether it's 3. To max out the comp plan, you need 6. It's not hard at all.
6 Builder 500?
6 Builder 500 legs. Okay? Now, this is what's exciting, and this is what keeps the pace quick and ensuring that you guys that are moving fast have your Builder 500s. If I come in and I sponsor, I've got my 2. I'm an active 150. I bring in 2 guys on gold kits, right? Got 500 here, 500 here. That's a Builder 500.
Yes.
So if you're recruiting and you're placing right and you focus on that nucleus of get your 2 and you focus on that 500 PV kit, I'm telling you right now, this thing is going to move lightning fast. Lightning fast. But it does count with your enrollment. All enrollment volume counts for rank volume, which is key. All enrollment volume counts for rank. So as I got people that are deep in my organization that are enrolling, and they're coming in with diamond packs. I've got 1,000 PV for my rank that's firing up, which keeps rank advancement going and high. Okay? If it was just rank volume, or excuse me, team commission volume, there would be a difference there because fast start commissions are paid here, not in the binary. Okay? All right, I'm going to bring it in. Okay? Team Bends, the car program. Team Bends happens as you are a solid goal. That's every cycle. It doesn't have to fall within one period. So right now we're period 114. Let's say someone gets started next week, we're in cycle 2. We don't want to say, hey, you got to wait till next period to qualify for the car. We use a rolling calendar. So as soon as they get started, like I'm not joking, the first goal is gold, right? We're going to go knock out gold. We're going gold your first cycle. As you go gold 4 cycles in a row, it qualifies you for the car bonus. And then every rank that you hit after that, so that's just the qualification. The bonus is paid after that, every cycle as you qualify. So as you're gold, white gold, as you keep qualifying, that number goes up. It will go up as high as $1,400, okay? Our car is a Benz. If you go out and get a Benz, you get 100% of the bonus. If you got another car that you want, fantastic, we'll pay you half the bonus. Yeah, so let me draw it out for you.
28 days.
Period 114. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, period, 115, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I come in cycle 2. Excuse me. I go gold here, I go gold here, I go gold here, I go gold here. Okay? It's like I'm being invited in now. I'm qualified and I'm in. Every rank that you achieve after that is what determines your bonus. So in this packet, it will say if you get gold, that's $100 a cycle. For every cycle you get gold. If you're white gold, it's $150. So now what happens if I go gold, white gold, gold, it's gonna be $100, $150, $100. I'm gonna earn $350. Okay, leadership check match pool. This is the first pool. I'll give you your compliment back.
Okay, right? About 10K as well.
The first pool is your leadership check match. It happens at the rank of emerald. Okay? So again, we're going to look at the binary. We've got left leg, we've got right leg. Emerald is 12K on your lesser leg. Okay? Per cycle. Right? So you got, if you want to look at it as a whole, that's 24,000 if you're looking at it for that cycle. Right? But let's go through again the requirements. What do we got to look at? Binary. We got it. We got to look at our Builder 500 requirements, which is we need to have 4 somewhere in our sponsor tree, and it requires consecutive cycles. Right? So as we're looking at our cycles 2 and 3, I got to have that volume cycle 2. I've got to have it cycle 3. I now pin emerald, and I can participate in the pool. In the binary, you can have all your Builder 500s in one leg, right? Yes. But in your sponsor tree, it can't be in one leg. It has to be 4 different sponsor tree legs. And again, we can go infinite deep to find them. But they may, ironically, for whatever reason, be placed all down your left leg or your right leg. There might be 3 in one leg and 1 in the other. We don't care where they're at here. All it does here is it just tells us that they're qualified as a Builder 500 because that's where the rank volume is, right? We just got to make sure there are 4 different legs here. Okay? Leadership check match pool. We pay 4 generations starting at emerald. The generation is defined by rank, starting at bronze. So when we go through your organization to figure out what your check match is for the pool, we could go all the way to the bottom of your organization. We could go 200 levels down to capture 4 generations because it's based on rank. This person might be the bronze, that person might be the bronze, this person might be the bronze, that person might be the bronze. And it's bronze or higher. It just starts off at bronze. Which is huge for you guys if you understand what I just said. Right? Because we're allowing you every possibility to capture the depth that you need to max out the comp plan. Okay? So this is what happens. We go through each one of your sponsor tree legs. And we look at all those that are qualifying for you. Okay? So here we got 4 bronzes. I'm going to use some simple math here. We'll say that this is 1K. This is their check for that cycle. Right? They're into $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000. They got a total of 4,000 that you created in leadership checks in that sponsor tree leg. Everyone with me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go through all the legs. Let's say you got 6. They're all 4,000. You got 24,000 that you created in leadership checks. Now with the pools, I mentioned to you that we pay out all breakage. All of it. There could be a regulator that walks in the room right now, and within 30 minutes I could have a report ran and handed to him, guaranteeing that we pay out 50% of all commissionable volume. Every single cycle, okay? The breakage is what fills those pools. So you look at it like this, we've got 3 pools. We've got the LCMP, we've got the Diamond Pool, the Diamond Elite Pool. Every cycle we allocate a certain percentage of our breakage to those pools, okay? I'm not going to go into depth, that's not important. I just want you to know that we pay 50% of all commissionable volume that comes in, and we do not profit from breakage. So this is what happens. If I fill this pool and I've maxed out that pool, because it's a percentage of the breakage. Let's just say there's $1 million that's in that pool, okay, from the breakage that's in the comp plan. And I've contributed 24K, right? We're going to go through all of the leaders and everything that they've contributed the same way we figured out yours. That's how we figure out on a pro rata basis what percent of that $1 million is yours. So the reason I say that is a lot of companies say leadership check match, and it's tied directly to matching a leader's check. We're not matching a leader's check, we're using that as a qualifier and the dollars to show how much leadership you're creating. Here's another example. It starts at bronze, but what if this dude down here is diamond? And his check is $8,000, not $1,000. I just increased my percentage of LCM because I've got leadership that's got good checks, right? So you don't want to go out and just create your bronzes. You get deep and you have some of these guys that are diamonds and beyond. That LCM, it's ridiculous. That pool is phenomenal. I mean, I call it boy band money, right? It's awesome. All the pools operate the same, but it's based on rank, right? So once you get to diamond, we're going to be looking at emeralds, right? When you get to diamond, we're going to be looking at diamonds. You can participate in all the pools. So if I hit diamond elite, I'm capturing diamond elite pool, I'm capturing diamond pool, I'm capturing LCMP, okay? Now, what if I want to capture more generations? I need a rank advance. Here we're talking about emerald. If I rank to diamond, I'm going to capture a 5th generation. That's ridiculous. Because now, down here, wherever that 5th generation is going to come, I might be capped at 4, and I've got a guy that's going black diamond that's 3 more levels down that I can't capture. As soon as I rank advance to diamond, I now get them, right? And that will absolutely skyrocket your percentage of the LCMP.